Hi folks, John with the Wingman 115 channel. I am so excited to be out here today talking about air guns. Now, at the beginning of the year, I told you guys that we're going to shake up the channel, and I'm making good on my promise. We're going to do more air gun videos, more archery videos, and just all around good fun stuff. So, what I did today, I got together with my relative Nick. He is my air gun smith. He's done a lot of mods on a lot of my air guns that we're going to be showcasing on the channel real soon. And if you follow on Instagram, you've probably seen a lot of photos that I share with Nick and I out ground squirrel hunting and stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to hop behind the camera and I'm going to give Nick a chance to talk about him and his air gun.
Thanks, John. Hi, my name is Nick, and like John said, it's my uncle, and we got into air guns. Now, the way I got into air guns, I've been hunting most of my life gun. I actually worked at an archery shop, so I do a lot of archery hunting, but I wanted something that was a little different. And down here in San Diego, it's tough to just go shoot guns all the time. I can shoot my bow in the backyard, but an air gun I can't. So I actually reached out to John, got my first break barrel about 4 years ago, and fell in love with it head over heels. I now cast my own, have my own compressor. I mean, I'm pretty much self-reliant, if you will. What we have here is a Condor 25 caliber. It's the standard version. I have put a shroud on it from Talon Tunes that makes it quite a bit quieter. I've also put a 4,500 PSI tank that this particular model one has been regulated. So that gives me about 40 to 50 shots, and I'm still with slugs producing 60 to 63 foot-pounds of energy. It's enough for a coyote at 75, 100 yards, and ground squirrels and rabbits as far as you really want to shoot. The shroud makes it a lot quieter. I also got the walk guard from Talon Tunes. It allows me to adapt to AR style grip, kind of like on the first gen Condors you are able to do. I've also got a unregulated tank with a valve on it and top hat. So this will allow me to achieve up to 100 foot-pounds of energy just by cranking up my speed dial to number 5. But one of the biggest things to get that additional power is a heavier hammer and hammer spring. If you notice on my dial right now, it's down to 1. Even down to 1, I will still, on an unregulated tank, depending on what my pressure is, I will get easily 80 foot-pounds of energy because I have more tension. My spring's going to last longer. These are very quiet because they're a brass material. I've also got as you see right here, a brass, or it appears to be brass. It's brass on the outside for the additional weight and transfer of energy, but on the inside, it is Delrin. Because you start putting brass over top of your barrel, even with O-rings, it's going to wear out. You're going to have binding problems, especially as you increase your tension. So that's something that I've done for efficiency, power if I want it, and if I don't want it, I got consistency. Now another thing, that's the awesome thing about the air guns from Airforce. The platform is phenomenal. I can change it out to a 257 barrel. This is a T&J barrel that is 27 5/8. I have a Donnie FL suppressor on the end of it, or LDC, whatever you want to call it, via his adapter, and probably some of the best ones out there. The advantage of this, it allows me more power, it allows me more consistency, more range. My twist rate on here is 1 in 14. This is not something I really want to shoot slugs or anything but slugs. No, really don't want to shoot pellets, it'd be way too fast. But if you look at the length difference, it's going to be comparable in noise, if you will, but now I've added 4 inches onto my barrel length. So not as easy to tote around. I actually have a rubber buttstock and just put some camo tape on it to hold it on there. Got a basic Leapers 4x16 by 56 scope on here with the 1/2 mil dots, 30 millimeter tube. Great scope, especially for the price point. These things you could probably find online for 150, 200 bucks. Good glass, have a little level that flips out, so as I shoot longer range, that's pretty important. At 150 yards, I notice over 10 inches of difference just being a little off. I got a Harris style bipod here. I got a sling. So basically everything here, it's built off the Condor platform, but internally, externally, barrels, I can change it out. I can go down to a 22 barrel if I choose to on this model. Airforce just makes some phenomenal stuff. So, and it's built like a tank. It's rugged. You can take it out and get it muddy, dirty. It's going to work. So that's what I've done with my Airforce Condor. You know, they're a lot of fun if you like to tinker, but even the basic setup is a great setup and will allow you some good power and some great fun.
Well, that was a quick look at the Airforce Airguns Condor. It is an awesome platform. All these Airforce Airguns are awesome platforms. Nick went through and modded my Escape recently, and we need to do a video on that, because that took that airgun from a great platform to just phenomenal. The results that we're getting with that airgun now.
Absolutely.
We seriously need to do like chronic testing in groups and stuff, because we recorded, I popped a ground squirrel at 103 yards with that. It was just amazing.
Your first day out with it too.
Yeah, the first day we just got it sighted in. So if you're looking to get into air guns, if you're looking for a viable option from powder burners, because what you spend in ammo in a year, if you consistently shoot with a big bore rifle, you can set yourself up with this platform and be dialed in. Now, take into consideration air compressor or an air source or whatever.
Yes.
But if you shoot a lot and you send a lot of lead down range, it would be major cost effective to have a air compressor, some way to fill up. Now, maybe we'll do a video later on tanks and how you do that to make it more cost effective. But if you love this content, leave comments down below for us on what you want to see. If you have questions, maybe we'll do a live video later on, and we'll announce it ahead of time so you guys can schedule to watch, and then we'll have Nick answer some questions on the fly for you folks, because there's a lot of people out there that want to get in to this genre but are afraid to basically invest the money up front, not knowing. So this would be the guy to ask too, and maybe we'll get him on here for some archery questions. I know I don't do a lot of compound stuff, but this is he works on compounds every day, so we'll definitely have him back on the channel. Nick, thank you so much for
my pleasure, John.
Telling us what you did with this and sharing a little bit of your hobby with us. Folks, this is John with the Wingman 115 channel. I thank you so much for watching, and Nick and I will see you on the next video. Take care.
We'll see you later.